Welcome to the... Yes.
I've waited all day for this.
Welcome to the show. I'm Dave.
Of course you could drive a truck through there. So you forgot your name. Like, welcome to the show. I'm Dave.
Question mark. Don't hit the table too much. Welcome to the show. I'm Dave.
And I'm Chris.
Let's look under the dial. We did it.
Well done.
We're back again.
After, what was it, 4 starts?
Yeah, it took us a couple times to get started this time.
Yeah.
I just mean, in general, we're back again because you went away.
I did.
For a while. That screwed us royally.
I had this thing called a honeymoon in Japan for a month. # no regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
The only regret
on the bottom of the screen.
The biggest regret that you have, no Clix.
No, there are no Clix in Japan, you guys. Like, at all. I went to so many hop shops and secondhand stores and model places. They love every other thing there. They love Yu-Gi-Oh! They love Magic. They love Vanguard.
Everything.
They don't love Heroclix.
No.
At all. They even like Destiny. I saw a bit of Star Wars Destiny there.
Yeah, wow.
No Heroclix.
No Clix.
But you know where we do have Heroclix? Right here! That's right, today we are doing a primo unboxing booster battle game of Harley Quinn and the Gotham Girls when Dave stops making out with his brick. We will come to that. Before we do though, some brief Nuars items.
Nuars?
We have 3 sets, count them, 1, 2, 3, coming out over the next 6 months.
Pretty sweet.
Pretty sweet sets. First up, by the time this goes out, it'll still be January, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're in the States,
I hope so.
if you're in the States, you can enjoy X-Men First Class.
Ooh.
If you're in Australia, we can expect to see that in the next Ice Age. But
And the X-Men First Class Chasers, I would like to say, I got a little worried because they were Age of Apocalypse again.
yeah,
But they're Age of Apocalypse from First Class,
they are.
which is different from the other Age of Apocalypse models, which is awesome. Because there are a couple of people that we didn't get to see, who I'm very excited to see. So
Looking forward to Cyclops.
Yeah. Cyclops is going to be awesome.
Looking forward to Xavier's in there too. I think.
Yeah, I think Xavier. And I think that the Cyclops spoiler came out a couple days ago.
The
for
Apocalypse.
The chase.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah. Correct. He looks real good.
So that's a cool set coming up. Then we've got a gravity feed in, I think, May of Avengers Infinity.
Yeah, it's around the movie time, right?
Yeah, but the interesting thing is it's a gravity feed for obviously around Infinity War, but it's not an Infinity War gravity feed.
It's the same thing as the Wonder Woman thing, right? Like, they don't have the rights to the movie versions of them for this particular thing, but they're going to release it at the same time as the movie just to confuse everybody.
Listen, WizKids, if you can get the rights to Infinity War and give me Tom Holland Spider-Man and James Brolin Thanos, love you forever, please.
Also, thanks for watching.
Also, yes, thank you, WizKids, for watching. We love your game, obviously.
Yeah.
And then the third set, I don't know when it's coming, but I think you want to take this
I don't know when it's coming, actually, but it is the Turtles Unplugged, which is the third gravity feed.
And what is the design for the third gravity feed, Dave?
So the Unplugged is in reference to, I suppose, the video games, which I think is a majority of where this is coming from. I've seen some talk about some of the characters coming from the cartoons as well, but they're 8-bit turtles.
8-bit turtles.
How can you beat that? They're like this big, they're chibi and 8-bit, it's pretty great.
The token set also looks amazing.
Yeah.
I don't even play Turtles.
I'll pop up some
considering
pictures,
doing it.
because I've seen that there's spoiler pictures around.
They're looking pretty great.
It looks amazing. I'm very, very excited. And we'll round out my Turtles collection, which I have literally all of the TMNT stuff.
He really does.
So this will round out that collection nicely.
Jesus, there's so many turtles.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. So some good sets coming.
Yeah.
Looking forward to a good first half of the 2018 Clix scene.
Oh yeah.
Do we know what's coming out after that? Do we know what the latter half?
I mean, I don't remember exactly off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's a DC set of some kind. It's the Batman.
Yeah,
The
Batman
animated
series. That's coming.
That looks really cool.
Oh my god. It's a Marvel year this year though, isn't it?
No, this is DC.
This is DC. I can never bloody keep track.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is DC year. So, yeah.
On that note, DC, booster brick, booster game, booster fun time, stop making out with it.
No.
So, do you want to explain how we're going to do this?
Okay. because we're late to the party.
Which is not our fault.
No.
At all.
It only just
landed.
Pretty much just arrived for us. So we know you've all seen the figures already, so it's not that interesting to see just the figures themselves. What we thought we would do is a booster battle, a brick battle, really. The idea is, Jesus. The idea is that I'm going to choose a booster out of this brick. He's going to choose one out of his brick, and we're going to compare them and see who wins, which booster is better. And over that number of points, we're going to tally up a winner and see who got the better brick, just by choice, not by actual brick, I suppose, because I could just pick in the wrong order and get worse. But that's the fun in the game, I suppose. So that's the challenge that I'm putting to Chris, that I will beat your ass at picking the right boosters.
And I'm saying he probably will, because I don't really care. I'm going to beat his ass.
Yeah,
There is a Batman god of, what is he?
Knowledge.
God of knowledge. There's a Batman god of knowledge somewhere in this group, I'm convinced.
I need that Red Lantern, Black Lantern Harley. That's what I need. I need it.
You know what else you need that I've got?
Shh.
That Superman god of strength.
Shh. Okay.
Alright.
Let's unbox this bad boy.
Do it. Okay. Oh, jeez.
Alright. So I'm gonna we're gonna put them to the side because I'm gonna go with Old Faithful. By the way, I always choose, just like Scott Porter, back corner.
And hello, Scott, if you're watching.
Yes, please. You know,
Alright, let's go back.
my wife thinks you're very attractive.
Alright.
Alright, let's do this.
Well, there's a Rick dude, Manhunter dude, and a Stargirl.
Alright, I got Big Tony, so I win already, but I got Stargirl!
That's
That's
amazing.
pretty funny. Okay, let's take a quick look here. I got a rare, uncommon, and two uncommons. I mean, it's basic, normal.
Well, I got a rare, one uncommon, and three commons.
I win.
I think you do because you've got 4 pieces out of that booster that are immediately playable, and you got Big Tony.
Yeah, a Big Tony is the best.
Personally, you got 2 bombshells, which I think wins by default because the bombshells models are amazing.
Winning booster. That's tick to me. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my box standing up.
I'm going to put mine in my chair.
Okay.
All right, second booster.
Next booster. I'm
just
going
gonna
other
pick
back
one
corner.
at random.
Ooh. It's a heavy, weighty one. Almost Batman God of Knowledge weighty.
You're not going to get Batman God of Knowledge. It's not going to happen. Another bombshell. I got Mira.
Alright, here we go. Oh, this is weighty.
Just pull the thing out.
No, it's Batwoman. Let's take a look. I got rare and 3 commons.
I got rare and 2 commons, and in fact, the Red Tornado is a fantastic uncommon.
Unbelievable
if you're running
piece.
JSA, really good piece. Mira is a good bombshells piece, and if you have Bud and Lou, because I got Bud, one of Harley Quinn's hyenas.
Yeah.
If you have both of them on a bombshells team with the Harley Quinn bombshell, I'll tell you from experience, it's a fun time.
I think you win this round.
I think
you win. Hold it up so that everybody can see.
Winning booster.
Winning booster.
And there's Thrill Killer Harley, who's alright.
She's not bad.
She's not bad.
Alright, I'm going center stage.
Alright, I'm gonna go back.
Oh, this is even weightier.
You keep saying they're weighty and they come out lightweight.
Yeah, but the weight, sir.
The weight, sir. Well, that's a Joker. I got the Joker, Lady Joker. Bianca Steeplechase.
It was heavy for a reason.
You got Giganta.
Super rare.
So that puts you ahead straight away.
I mean, pretty much.
You've also got the common Batman, who's a really nice draft piece. Draft and sealed piece.
I haven't actually seen too much on this Giganta.
She's pretty good. I got her the other day and traded it for awesome things. She's good. And big.
Not too bad. And I got Lou.
And you got Lou. So there we go. Now
I
we're
win.
swapping up the hyenas. Yep, Dave wins that one.
Gimme.
Hands down.
Gimme. There was weighty though, just so we...
Well, that's, it definitely was. So now we are 2-1 to Dave.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good about this one.
Yeah?
Feel good in my bones.
I think I feel better.
Oh, yeah?
Only a little bit.
You got your chase?
No.
Because I got Super Rare Harley.
And I got Super Red Joker. Both your title character, Harley, is it?
I believe it is. Possibly. It's got a fold, so I
believe
assume
it is,
so.
yeah. I feel like this is a tie.
That's like and the fact we both
I got Red Tornado again.
You got Red Tornado. I got the common Batman. I got Lou. Did I get Lou before or did I get Bud? I think I got Lou.
I mean, This is a hard one.
It's a really hard one. I mean, the mercenary is better than the cop.
I also got the Hive Trooper though.
And you got the...
I got
he's not
2
great.
generics. You win because you only got 1 generic.
Is that how we're ranking it?
Well,
Okay.
you got the title character Harley.
You
I got the title character
Joker.
Joker. But then you got other. I think Chris wins.
I win? Alright, I'll take it. I win.
It's all crap.
So that's now 2 all. Okay. Let's go back. I feel like there isn't a chase in this part, in this thing, this set at all. Batgirl! Bombshell Batgirl.
Prometheus.
Nice.
This is a tricky one.
I'm gonna say me because the Catman right now, the Catman is an amazing piece in a seal.
In sealed.
He's an incredible piece in seal. And I'm sure if you build a Suicide Squad team, he's great there too. But in a seal, he's outstanding. So on that alone, I think I should win. But also 2 real good bombshells and
Sinestro Scarecrow.
Fear Gas Scarecrow. Sinestro Scarecrow.
But I mean, I got Prometheus. Yeah, you win.
It's just a really good booster.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Okay, to
Alright.
booster number 6. I'm assuming I don't have a chase, and I won't be disappointed.
I agree. I am also under the assumption I do not have
Red Lantern Harley.
Oh,
I mean, I think that's Red Lantern
I
Harley.
got nothing.
Yeah, that's Red Lantern Harley.
Nothing. Batgirl. You
Yeah.
win. You
I win. I win. Red Lantern. Now what are we up to? We're up to booster number 7.
7.
Oh, okay.
Red Lantern Harley, you know I'm going to kill you for that later.
Yeah, you're gonna kill me for a few
Literally
things.
the one thing I said.
Alright, what do we got? You're kidding. Are you... Well, Dave wins this booster hands down. Do you want to show them why? You son of a bitch. Chase Flash, come on. And I got a Queen Bee with no head. Her head came off.
I win!
I lose that one.
I win the rest of this game.
Bloody
So-
hell, no way.
I
no
win.
way you do. Get out of here. Alright, booster number
What's that?
8.
If you get Superman again, I'm going to punch you.
That's alright, I'll just stop you from the Flash.
Get out!
I want the Flash.
You said-
Harley and Ivy.
Oh, look at this.
Nice.
Wonder Woman!
Wonder Woman.
This is a tricky one.
This is a very tricky one. What does Harley and Ivy do?
I've not actually seen them yet.
Sidestepping and stealthing, incapping, poisoning, smoke clouding. They've got protected poison. Incap is free to target someone in a smoke cloud. And when they attack a single opposing character, modify attack and damage for each action token they have. That's not bad.
But you know what knocks them out? A single punch from Wonder Woman.
Only if you're playing a Bombshells team.
I mean, she's got some other good things about her.
Alright, what else is in the booster? I've got the common Batman, Renee Montoya's pretty
I got
good.
Renee Montoya. I got Wonder Woman again. I got Stomper, who I think is great in a sealed, by the way.
Stomper's pretty good.
Free Quake is not to be underestimated.
No, Stomper's real good.
And Paul Kirk. Manhunter.
I think I've got to give it to you by a little bit.
Yeah, the 2 Wonder Womans
The
kind of
two
sets
Wonder
it
Woman
off,
are
doesn't
good.
it?
The JSA Wonder Woman is great, and Stomper is real good.
Yeah, I think she's solid.
Whereas
Solid
the
piece.
Plastique and the Asylum Doctor are pretty terrible.
Yeah.
So that's another one to use. So what are we at now? I'm at 4 wins. You're
5.
at 5. All right, I've got to edge you out. Okay. We've got
Come
another
on, Red
Paul
Lantern
Kirk
Harley.
And an Enchantress who's broken off.
Oh no.
Man.
I got just Jeanette. Who did you get?
Enchantress.
Enchantress.
Apparently she's okay.
Yeah, I've not seen her play, but I have Robin, female Robin. I got Mad Harriet. I got Mercenary. I got Harley.
I got the really nice Bombshells Poison Ivy. I've got Paul Kirk, who's pretty great. The Hive Commander is better than the Hive.
I suppose.
I think this is my one.
Yeah, why?
I think my stuff is better than yours. Also, I'm really bitter about that Flash.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. All right, fine. You
I
can
think this is
win.
my one. Alright, so now it is the deciding vote.
This is it, right?
We're
We're
at
at
5
even.
each?
5 each.
Okay. This feels a little weighty.
Cheers.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were giving me a booster. Cheers.
No.
Kanpai, as they say in Japan. When they're not playing Heroclix.
They're never playing Heroclix.
Alright, we have a Catman. We have a Scarecrow. We have that, and we have a Batman!
Ooh!
Yes, son! Batman, God of Knowledge.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
And I got Queen Bee.
With her head on.
You win, obviously.
Batman, God of Knowledge. Now, just to point out for viewers, I actually don't think this is a particularly good chase for the ones that are in this set. Like, it's cool, and I mean, hang on, let me take him out of the plastic so you can see how cool he looks.
Yeah.
But he's really expensive for what he does. So I do think things like the Flash and the Superman are better playable pieces, but just look at that hotness.
Let me see.
Look at that hotness. Going straight on the shelf, that is. Bugger off.
That's a pretty cool looking piece, but yeah, he is expensive for what he does. I don't think that the Superman is playable.
The Superman is very playable. I'll be playing him lots.
He's very expensive.
He will be played
just
all
like
the
the
time.
Lex Luthor. I
Every
have
day.
the Lex Luthor as well, and the Lex Luthor is like 250 points.
Played every day.
You just can't afford that in a constructed game. But yeah, this guy, for what he does, is too expensive, but very
Yeah.
cool looking model.
I mean, it'd be good if you're at a game store who do, like, as we used to sometimes do, 1,000-point games.
Yeah, correct. You do a big point
you
game,
bring
that should
him
be
out.
great. Yeah, for sure.
Or if you do the Dr. Manhattan scenario,
Yeah.
bring stuff like this out.
Yeah,
But
makes
yeah,
sense.
cool, not amazing. If I
But
was
you
gonna,
got a chase.
I got a chase. I'm not complaining.
I also got a chase. I'm not complaining. It's a
No.
pretty solid day.
Very solid.
Yeah, very, very solid. So,
So overall, I won by one.
it's bullshit.
By one, I won.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Brick Wars.
Good Brick Wars. But if we were going to play it based on chase versus chase, you easily would win because that Flash is eminently more playable.
He is
in every
extremely
format.
playable at the
He's
moment.
extremely
correct.
playable. And is
Yeah.
what, 165 on Troll and Toad at the time of recording?
Something like that.
Something
yeah.
ridiculous?
Something like that.
Yeah. So if we're going to look at bricks as a whole, I've got the higher score just from the boosters.
Yeah, but booster on booster. But
Booster
maybe
on booster.
I might edge you out brick wise.
I think you do. Like the red
Not only
light
are
and
most of my
Harley-
pieces intact.
Well, I mean, that's not my fault. I'm going to have a stern word to my distributor. But having the dual Ivy and Harley and the Red Lantern Harley and
I mean, the red hat
Tidal
Harley, I
Lantern
kind
Harley,
of forgot about that altogether.
They're all really cool, but you got Flash, you got Tidal Joker.
Yeah.
You got.
I got Wonder Woman.
You got Wonder Woman, the bombshell Wonder Woman, who is
Giganta.
really good, Giganta. So I think
It's a pretty solid
you
brick.
would win overall just by a bit, and I think that Flash is a lot of the reason.
Flash
why.
is- yeah,
that
the
Flash
Flash
is just so good.
He's a big boy.
He's so good. I would like him. Can I have it?
Can I have your Batman?
I mean, if you want to do a straight swap, sure.
Definitely not.
So yeah, so that was our Boost Battle game. Let us know
Yeah.
if you enjoyed this format.
We will. I mean, like, I suppose the intention isn't to normally do this. I think that we would prefer to be opening boosters closer
same
to
time as
release,
the rest of the world?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that we can do an unboxing like everybody else. But I mean, we didn't get a lot of choices in this situation, whether that be due to just holidays and it came a little bit late, or I don't know. But hopefully, if we do get them late, we can do this again. Let us know if you think it's okay.
Turning bad lemons into decent lemonade, I guess you could say.
I mean, we put a lot of sugar on it. That's the
I like sugar though. I've got a huge sweet tooth.
yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Before we go, we do have a question. We have several questions we will get to. Oh wow, all my school booster boxes just fell down. We have a question from a recurring viewer.
Mailbag.
Mailbag question from the Hairless Cat. First of all, thank you once again for
Thank you
your
so much.
insane patience. We got this question back in early December when I was leaving to go overseas.
We will be more regular
We
at this
will,
point.
we promise.
We are going to do this.
And we have other questions to answer in our next
Yes.
episode, but this is pressing because it's for a game scene.
It feels
thing.
like it's been a longer time for this one than some of the others. So
It does, yeah.
let's
So
go
Hairless
with
Cat. So Hairless Cat asks, we've managed to get another person along to put together a game scene in their area. Congratulations. What do we think of the Battlefield and Feat cards? They've got a heap of them free but never use them. The cards seem like fun and would be a nice change from straight battles. Alternatively, do you think something like the Warhammer missions would work for Heroclix? Now, I've got to, first of all, put up a disclaimer. I've never actually played in Feats or Battlefield conditions, apart from the ones they have like printed on the map. And I've not played Warhammer missions, but I think...
just scenarios in general.
Just
I'm pretty sure
scenarios
that's what
mentioned?
I'm pretty sure that's what you're referring
Yeah.
to.
In which case, I think scenarios are an awesome idea for a game. I think having regular, quote-unquote, normal games, like Golden and Standard and Modern Age games, is fun, but to have something that adds a bit of story to it or adds some conditions to it is cool as an occasional thing.
Yeah.
We used to do things like that at the Nerd Cave, which players seem to like.
I think one thing to be careful of, though, is diluting the pool too much with non-Heroclix things. So there are ways for you to tackle like scenarios using Heroclix stuff. If you can find a Dr. Manhattan, I can highly recommend that. It's a really cool scenario, and it's a lot of fun to play, and it's cooperative, which means that if there's only a couple of you around, you all get to play together. There's also a couple.
So we should point out it's balanced for fewer players.
Yes, correct. Yeah,
there are multiple modes.
Yeah, there's quite a few different modes. You can figure out what you want best. And there's also an X-Men Days of Future Past scenario that has a Sentinel box. If you can find one of those as well, it shouldn't be very expensive. I'm sure you can get it off Troll and Toad. That has a scenario in it as well. Same thing again, cooperative play. Those would be the things that I would be aiming for if it was me.
Yeah.
That and then player-made ones, I suppose, that you can throw in. If you took a story or a gameplay style from Warhammer, you'd have to be really careful about how it maybe translates into Heroclix and how maybe you're actually going to achieve the same kind of goal. I don't exactly know. It's something that you'd have to kind of research a bit more and figure out.
And you probably want to play test with a couple of people if you can. Sorry. I was going to say, with battlefield conditions and feats, though, they are definitely usable. You need to be, again, careful of not putting a bunch of new people through some things they may not be prepared for. So you might want to consider that just to be for the more advanced games, or at least the games that you've prepared people for, because they can get confusing. I also haven't played during those except for the ones that are on the maps, but I know plenty of people that have, and there's a reason why they don't print them anymore, because it does make the game quite confusing. So it might be a good idea if your scene is a bit more established, which it may well be now since it's been 5 Ice Ages since you sent us your opinion. But I think early on, simpler, not even simple, but just sort of straightforward is better.
Yeah.
I mean, the scenarios we used to do, which were sort of homebrew stuff, and they were very basic, like you've got one piece who's the VIP that you've got to get from one side of the board to the other.
Correct,
things like that. They're all things that were introduced gradually for our scene once we'd had a good sort of like 6 to 8 months of play under our belt. So people had the rules down, they had the feel for their pieces, they had their preferred keywords, their preferred constructed teams.
And I think it's important that when you have new people joining in the game and joining into your scene, they likely don't have a lot of pieces. So playing sealed at your store is probably also going to be the right thing to do. Get everybody to get some pieces, get everybody to find some stuff that they like, and more importantly, to support your local game store.
Always
they're the ones that are going to get you the OP kits for the special prizes. They're the ones that are going to get you the cool new stuff. If you don't buy those boosters, they're not going to do that. So I would say that early on, it's also really good to play it on sealed. We did that same thing. We played a lot of. I went out and I bought a lot of the old booster sets, just so that we had stuff to open at kind of a cheaper price, and you can talk to your local game store about that as well. Something to think about. And
as well, you mentioned getting your double ups and giving them to new players, which is an awesome idea. What we used to do was have what we called the buddy box, which was nothing but the really good
playable pieces.
So, like commons, uncommons, some rares, but mainly sort of your workhorse pieces that everyone's got already in your main scene. And then when you've got new players coming in, you have like a little Ziploc bag full of, 5 random figures
from that box.
Yeah. So they're 5 figures that are actually, good and able to play, and you can just go, here you go, let me teach you the game with these, and then they're off and running.
Yeah.
So that's also a possible idea. If you've got players who do double up a lot, or who've got stuff from sets they don't want to play anymore, that's also a good alternative and works really well.
Keep us updated, send us some photos
of
you guys playing, and we'll put them up on the show.
Yeah, and that goes for anyone else. If you want to send us photos of your game scene, you want us to talk about and check it out, please do. Send us some emails. Remember, our address is underthedial@gmail.com.
On that, I think that's it. Yeah. We've got to get out of here.
We do. We've got to play with some of these pieces now.
Yeah, I'm going to beat him with Flash.
I'm going to beat him with a hammer.
Until next time, Finn.